What's up, everyone? It is now late November of 2025, and I want to talk about the games I'm most looking forward to in 2026. So hit the like button, sub to the channel, and ring the notification bell as we start with the most obvious one, Grand Theft Auto 6. The big one. Dude, it will have been 13 years since GTA 5 by the time GTA 6 comes out. That is insane. Especially when you look at Rockstar's output on the PS2, back in the good old days of gaming. But this is the first GTA game since I believe 3 that isn't being worked on by both Leslie Bowens and Dan Houser. They both left Rockstar, and Sam Houser is like the president, but I don't know how much input he has in the game development. I mean, that's a pretty big deal. Sure, it'll still turn out good, but it might turn out a little different, so we'll see. Next up, and kind of even more exciting for me personally, is Resident Evil 9 Requiem. Oh my god, this one looks amazing. It takes place in Raccoon City. I don't know why I didn't think we'd ever go back to Raccoon City, but just the fact that we're going back to the place where it all started, dude, I cannot wait. I hope there's so many Easter eggs. So yeah, Resi 9, gonna be amazing. But possibly even slightly more exciting than that for me, Fatal Frame 2 Remake. Dude. Again, I don't know why I didn't see this coming with all the first Resident Evil was getting all of its amazing remakes, then Silent Hill jumped on that train, right? Dead Space got one, even The Last of Us Part 1, which did not need it, but, fine, whatever, it was still good. But Fatal Frame, I mean, it was never a really high-selling series. It's one of the most highly revered horror series. 2 is one of the scariest games ever, and I am so stoked for this. I flipped out when they announced it in the Direct. It does seem like it's a from-the-ground-up remake, but it does away with all the fixed camera angles from the original, and it kind of looks more like the half remake, remaster, whatever they did on the Wii. But yeah, hopefully this one turns out amazing, because Fatal Frame 2 is one of my favorite games of all time. But there is one horror game remake that I am way more excited for. Any game I'm going to talk about in this video, really. More GTA, Resident Evil, nothing. And I don't know if it's coming out next year. I hope so. But just in case it does, I'll mention it here. The remake of Silent Hill 1. Bloober Team announced it earlier this year. And hopefully Konami is aiming for a major Silent Hill release every year. Last year, in 2024, we had Silent Hill 2 remake. This year in 25, we had Silent Hill F. So hopefully in 2026, we'll get the Silent Hill 1 remake. I guess the Silent Hill release for that year could be Townfall, but that seems like it's going to be some small-time spin-off game. I don't know if that would be the major release for the year. I think didn't that one also come out in early 2024? Same year as the Silent Hill 2 remake? So hopefully next year could have both Townfall and the Silent Hill 1 remake. I really hope it's next year because I am so stoked for that. And I really hope Bloober can manage to do a good job with it. They did great with Silent Hill 2 Remake. Silent Hill 1 on the PS1 is the game in the series that, if it were to be remade, it would need the most new work put into it. The original Silent Hill 1 is very cryptic, so I really hope they get some input from 2 specific members of Team Silent. Keiichiro Toyama, the director of the original and creator of the IP, and Hiroyuki Owaku, the head writer of the series. Now, another game that I'm totally looking forward to in the future, but probably isn't coming out in 2026, but just in case it is, I really want to mention it here because I'm really excited for it. The sequel to Okami. Dude, I love Okami. I don't know why I never expected a sequel, because there is Okami Den on the DS, but I don't know, it's just been so long, and Okami is just such a big, amazing, perfect game that I felt it made a good standalone game. But oh my god, we're getting a sequel. It's again being led by Hideki Kamiya. So yeah, they said it's gonna be sometime, so I don't think it's gonna be next year, but just in case, I had to mention it because I don't even think I mentioned it in any other video, but I flipped out when they announced it at, the Game Awards last year? Sequel to Okami. I cannot wait for that one. Another old game getting a revamp that I'm looking forward to is Deus Ex. It's supposed to be one of the legendary PC games from back in the day, and I've only heard good things, and it's getting a remaster on all consoles. Kind of gave me Half-Life vibes, but I heard it's amazing, so. And then finally, last remake on the list, and I just found out this was happening, Prince of Persia: Sands of Time remake. I've never played Sands of Time. I played the original Prince of Persia, the little side-scroller one on the PC from the late 80s or wherever it's from. It was cool. I mean, I get it. It's one of like the most important early games ever. It was supposed to be like an early example of platforming on a PC. Sands of Time, I constantly hear, is one of the best games ever. It's one of the best games of the GameCube PS2 era, which is like in my top 3 great favorite gaming generations. Apparently, Ubisoft is remaking Sands of Time, and hopefully they don't mess it up. I don't think they will. I'm sure it'll be good. And if it doesn't turn out good, then I might have to get a copy of the original on eBay for like PS2 or GameCube or something. Next up, I know these 2 games came out this year, but I didn't get them because I'm waiting for the physical editions that are coming out next year. Silksong and Mina the Hollower. Assuming Mina's still coming out this year. Oh, but it is hard to wait for these 2. I mean, Silksong, as if the wait for Silksong wasn't long enough, mine continues because I need a physical. I can't do digital games. And then Mina the Hollower, I was also really looking forward to, right? Shovel Knight is awesome. It's amazing. I love it. But Mina the Hollower, which is from the same developer, Yacht Club Games, seems so much more up my alley. It's a Zelda-like, specifically the Game Boy games like Link's Awakening and the Oracles, but with combat and a spooky horror theme inspired by Castlevania, and apparently it's really hard, so that is just awesome. Can't wait for that. Next up is one I never thought I'd do, Lego Batman. Holy crap, that game looks so fun. I do like the Arkham games, right? Arkham Asylum is amazing. It's like a rare example of a 3D Metroidvania. Arkham City is cool. This might be the next one that I play because this looks awesome. Just open world. Is it open world Gotham City or open world Arkham City? I don't even remember. Whatever, it looks fun. I would really like to get the Switch 2 version, but I'm getting scared that it's gonna be a game key card. Even Resident Evil 7, 8, and 9 coming to Switch 2, they're all on game key cards. So I'm really hoping this Lego Batman game comes full on the cartridge, because if not, I might have to just get it for PS5, which sucks because I would totally want it portable. Speaking of Switch 2, let's move on to Nintendo games. Yoshi and the Mysterious Book. Ugh, I mean, I was really hoping Yoshi would be next in line to finally go 3D. They brought back Sandbox Mario, they revived DK with a new 3D game, and even Kirby finally went 3D with Forgotten Lands a few years ago. I was really hoping Yoshi would be next in line, but it's another 2D Yoshi game. I've only ever played the original Yoshi's Island, which is one of the greatest games ever, and pretty much the rest of the series has been famously mediocre, except I heard Woolly World was really good, which I thought that was going to get a port for Switch 1, but now I don't know if they're already doing a new game for Switch 2. I'm not sure. But yeah, we'll see what happens when it comes out next year. Yoshi and the Book of Mystery or whatever the hell. I'm just going to count these 2 at the same time, Tomodachi Life and Rhythm Heaven. I don't really know if I am that excited for these 2. I heard they're both really good, and they're both like really niche fan favorites. But mostly I have them on here because those are all the Nintendo games that we know for sure are coming out next year. That's all that's been announced. And that leads me to the final thing on my list of games I'm most excited for in 2026. The unknown. There's gonna be a bunch of more games that are gonna be announced next year that we don't even know about. And if I did know about them now, I would have totally put them on the list over here. And that in itself is exciting. What are those games gonna be? I don't know, we'll have to find out together, so hit the like button, sub to the channel, and let me know down in the comments what games you guys are most excited for in 2026.